Welcome to this explainer. Okay, let's jump right in. Today, we're unpacking a highly peculiar digital artifact from the YouTube channel BollyGold. Now, on the surface, it looks like standard media. But if we take a closer look, it reveals this absolutely hilarious collision between vintage human art and modern machine learning.
So you might be wondering, how exactly do you read instrumental music? Usually we don't, right? We just listen to it, we feel the groove, we hear the instruments. But search engines and digital platforms, well, they don't have ears. They only read code. They need text. So what happens when an automated system tries to literally read a wordless groove?
Section 1. The Vintage Bollywood Promise. Look at this title metadata. Old Bollywood retro background music, vintage 70s style. It sets an incredibly rich cultural scene, completely preparing the listener for a vibrant 1970s Bollywood aesthetic. When you read this, your mind immediately populates with sweeping strings, dramatic percussion, flared pants, and that classic analog warmth of a bygone cinematic era. It sets a massive expectation for a deeply rich audio experience.
Section 2. The copyright-free utility.
The metadata actually reveals this track as a highly functional tool. Uploaded by BollyGold, it's explicitly tagged as copyright-free background music. It's meant for digital content creators, vloggers or filmmakers, who are scouring the internet trying to inject some retro Indian flair into their work without tripping any copyright alarms. They literally search using these exact keywords.
Section 3. The transcript anomaly. And here is the jarring reality. On the left, we've got that sweeping cinematic promise. But on the right, the platform's auto-captioning algorithm has had a total breakdown trying to interpret the instrumental beat.
Yep, you are seeing that correctly. Here is the absolute entirety of the song's auto-generated transcript. No sweeping romantic dialogue, no vintage poetry, just an algorithm desperately trying to make sense of a drum beat, transcribing it as an endless loop of heat and hey. It's bizarre, it's funny, and honestly, it's mathematically fascinating.
Section 4. Visualizing the rhythm.
If we hyperanalyze the exact frequency of this vocabulary, we discover a strictly limited lexicon. We are talking 36 heats, a trio of heys, and a solitary, mysterious n. The machine has reduced an entire vibrant track into just 3 unique elements. It's almost like a minimalist painting made entirely out of auto-generated word salad.
When we map out that vocabulary distribution, it's super clear. The word heat dominates almost the entire sonic real estate. The hey and that one lone N barely even register as blips on the radar. 40. Exactly 40 individual textual beats make up the entire digital footprint of this transcript. Just 40 machine-generated syllables to somehow capture the magic of 1970s Bollywood.
So let's lay this out on a rhythmic timeline. It starts with an 8-beat heat buildup, establishing the foundational tempo of the track. Then, it gracefully transitions into a 3-beat hey interruption, which is likely a slight instrumental shift or maybe a percussion slap picked up by the AI. And then it locks right back into a relentless heat rhythm for the remainder of the piece, interrupted only once by that rogue ne.
Section 5. Audio in a text world. We can really view this bizarre transcript as a modern textual beatbox. It's a fascinating observation on how machines process, interpret, and catalog wordless retro vibes in a totally text-dependent internet. Because remember, the internet runs on text for its indexing. If a creator searches for an audio track, the search engine relies on metadata and transcripts to deliver those results. This algorithm was essentially forced to invent words for wordless music just so it could exist in a searchable database.
So it leaves us with this. When a piece of vibrant, cultural, vintage art gets swallowed and digested by a digital search engine, does its entire identity ultimately get reduced to a string of confused, repetitive syllables? Think about that the next time you rely on an automated system to translate the world around you.